welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the south east coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 24th of February 2025 and this is episode number 205. I can't believe that. We're really flying, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Anyway, you can find me down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. Sorry, just getting comfy on my little chair. Okay then, right, so it's been a week this week of crafting, and I have some naughties. I know, I do try not to, but hey ho. But they're not yarn. No, they're not yarn. They're cross stitch this time. Yeah, they are too. Oh well. Oh dear me. Right then, okay, so this week it's been a bit quiet, which is what I like. I like a quiet week. Last weekend before, Mishka and I met up on the Sunday. Hello Poppy. And we met up in Costa and had a lovely cuppa and our cinnamon buns. And we just chatted. Honestly, we met up. We were with me up as 10. And then the next minute, you know, Mishka looked at her watch and went, "You do realise it's nearly 3 o'clock." I went, "What?" We both sat there because I took my crochet and she took a knitting. Did we do any of it? No, we didn't. But we did say we are going to try next time, because sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. But there you go. I have tidied up my room. I've given it a good tidy. And yeah, so, oh, hang on. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I'm a silly Billy. I thought I was going to tell you something and then I forgot to get it all out. Anyway. Also, which will be coming up at the end, because I always like to keep these things at the end. I had on Friday, last Friday, a shop update of the first one of the year of yarn cozies. Oh my gosh. I pre-ordered this fabric. Oh, I love it to bits. So I'll show you those at the end. Okay then, right. So, let's say, is there anything else? I met up with my lovely Mishka. No. So it's been quite a week. Yeah. All right then, okay, so let's just hop right into the crafting, shall we? I think we better. So I have been doing some of my cross stitch, and I have been crocheting on my cardigan, and I have some explaining to do about that. That's about it, because I'm trying to get the cardigan finished and all done and out the way before obviously the East Anglian Yarn Festival next month, which is creeping up on us so quickly, because let's face it, this is the last week in February already. Can you believe it? Because I can't. Yeah, so what do I show you first? I'll show you the knitting. No, I won't, because I ain't done none. I'll show you the crochet first, then I'll go into the cross stitch, as I say, because the naughties are cross stitch. So yeah, we'll do it that way, shall we? I think we better. Okay then, right, so as you know, as I've said, where's my pattern? Here it is. East Anglian Yarn Festival, they all normally pick 2 patterns, which is a crochet one and a knitting one of a garment. And, you know, you wear it to there and then you get a ribbon, basically what it is. So, and as you know, we weren't going to take part, but then we thought, why not? So, anyway, Mishka's doing the knitting one, and I think she's having a bit of a problem with that one too. And I decided, because I am more of a crocheter than knitter, I'm going to do the Magnus cardigan, which is the cardigan that is the one, you know, to represent the thingy-majiggy, the show. So I'm just looking actually, because I've just thought of something. Where is it? Let's have a look at the pictures more better. Oh, come on. Ah, right. Okay. Well, anyway, last week I finished the body, sewed in all them ends, because every row you snip off and add a colour, snip off and add a colour. Yeah, at least with the sleeves, they're done in the round and you can carry it up, which I'm looking forward to. So anyway, I took all evening sewing in these ends, and I finished the body completely, and I said to Glenn, I said, I don't know if this is going to fit me. I said, I'll try it on tomorrow. He said, don't, he says, because you're going to be out there at night. He says, thinking about it, he says, so try it on now. So anyway, I said, all right then. So I tried it on. The back fits absolutely perfect across the back. The fronts, I know I am a bit heavy here. I've always been heavy. But it's like stops here, not here. But I've just noticed on the pattern, because obviously it's not a done up one anyway, hers doesn't actually stop right here where you expect a cardigan. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to do a big band, crochet band, because all she's done on the pattern is, yeah, just done some rows by the looks of it of double crochet by the looks of it. And I know that the lovely Nancy, hello sweetie, from Kitty Scrapper, oh, if you don't watch her YouTube, go and watch her. Colour, oh my gosh, and she's so much fun. Anyway, I know that the lovely Nancy is making one. Actually, she's finished it, because she's told me she's finished it. And she's using the same yarns but different colours, different colourways. And she has told me that she has done an actual ribbed band. So I'm going to do a rib band. I reckon I'm going to have to do about 2 inches there and 2 inches there. So, but I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. The colours in this yarn. This is Yarn Smith yarn from Woolwarehouse. The creamy beigey colour is called Parchment, and that is their Create, all in Aran, because the pattern is in Aran. And then the variegated, I chose the Nirvana, which is shade 2P060, which is called Fireside something. But honestly, it's beautiful yarn to work with. It really is. You know what I mean? But as I say, the back is absolutely perfect. But the fronts, they're just not wide enough. Well, for my... yeah. Anyway, right. So, as I say, I'm just going to get the parchment and just do a bigger thing here. I'm hoping it will work out. So I've got plenty of yarn, so I don't know whether to do that first and try it before doing the sleeves. I might do that actually and see how it goes. But it's because when I tried it on, I kind of, oh, that's it, no, that's it, right, I'm gonna have to start again, you know. And so I went on to Woolwarehouse. They still got their sale on, which I will say, and I thought, well, I can't unpick this, because Glenn said unpick it. I said, you can't. I said, because every row has been cut off. And for me to do the bigger size just to get the fronts, it'll stick funny at the back. And it will, and then it'll have a knot where I'm joining it, you know, onto just to do a row. I said, and that'll just look awful. I said, and the work I have just this minute spent all evening sewing in these ends. Well, anyway, I put it on again. I said, well, the back looks fine. The shoulders, across the shoulders are fine. And that is actually Glenn. I know, bless his heart. He actually came up with the idea, and he said, well, why don't you just do like a bigger band? I went, genius. Genius. I said, I'll give it a go. Do you know what I mean? Because then if it don't work, I ain't lost now, have I? You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, I'm going to do a bigger band on it, and then we'll see where we are next week, and I'll show you where we are next week with it. So, the actual designer is Megan Bulmer of it. So, she's showing it where it's got a lot of ease. Now, even in the pattern, it says only 2 inches positive ease. So, but I got everything. I got, you know, all my tensions and everything. So I don't know what happened, you know, with the fronts. So the back's fine. But anyway, I will have a play around and see what I can do there. That's all I can do, really. So yeah, so that's all the crochet I've done. I'm itching to get back to my blankets, but I have got to get this finished. Right then, okay, so as you know, I am doing, because I finished my Elmo cat, I found the frame. I did find the frame when I had my tidy up, and I only did that the other day. So I'm going to frame him, and then I'll show you when it's all done. So I've got back out the Flea Market Flowers by, oh, my dear, dear Frave. I love her stuff. Just love it. Laurie Holt from Bee in My Bonnet. Oh, her, oh, I just can't. You know, her quilting and everything. I just can't. Anyway, so I've brought it all up and I've done these 3 flowers here. So then I'm going to go down to there because that's where it finishes, and then I'm going to do that little side there, and then it's finished basically. So, but oh, it's so much fun. This really is so much fun. This piece of Ada I picked up from, yeah, you're going to guess, a charity shop. I'm thinking it's a 16 count. It's definitely not a 14. So, yeah, and I think with an 18, it would be a bit too bulky anyway, because I normally like to do 1 thread with 18. So, yeah, so it's, I'm saying, I know I could count, but my light on, it is. I know I could count, but you know what I mean? I'm just thinking this is 16 count. So, yeah, I've used an all called for DMC, which she gives in the pattern. Oh, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. And what I'm actually doing, I will show you on here. I've pre-cut out, there we go, look at the little letters. They're working so cool, they really are. They are actually really handy. And all I've done is I've just stuck them onto a piece of paper so I can reuse them, because you know me, I'm cheap and cheerful. I don't like wastage. So I don't like using things a couple of times and throwing them away. Oh, no. So I've stuck them onto a piece of paper, and then just use one of my clips. Let's use one of my clips to clip it on, and that's all I've done. So I've pre-cut everything, and this is a pattern. This is all the, I know, oh, sorry. I've actually cut into my Laurie Holt charm pack that I brought last year. I thought there's no point in it sitting there. I've got to use it. So all of this is Laurie Holt fabric, and the bigger bits are the ones that I've been collecting. And it is a flower block from a Farm Girl vintage book. And yeah, so I'm going to make myself a new project bag. So yep, I'm hoping to get that done, and then I'll show you that next week. Okay then, right, so that's a bit of quilting popped in. Ugh, right, so let's go into what I have got planned. As you know, cool. Oh, I remember. It was the bus incident day, wasn't it? Where I dropped my car off, and then I got on the bus and thought I'd lost my keys. And I hadn't, and then I had to go on. Then I had to wait for a bus, and I went to the charity shop, and I found some Linda cloth, didn't I? I'm itching to start stitching on this Linda cloth, so I can exactly tell you what it's like. And yeah, what a day that was. That's all I can say. Anyway, and I have always had my eye on, and I finally caved. I know I finally caved, and it is Laurie's stitch cards. I know. It would have been easier if I'd have started collecting them for when she launched them a few years ago. But hey-ho, I didn't. So I'm going to ask Glenn to see if he can get me a couple of 3 for Christmas, which is now birthday, actually, not Christmas. Oh, and Christmas, he could as well. But for my birthday in April. But yeah, so I've actually bitten the bullet. I have actually purchased my first 2, and I got these from the lovely Stitchery in Dorset, and it actually, there is their company called Stitchery Dorset. Okay, they do lovely Laurie Holt stuff, and they are over here in the UK. They are post and package free. Okay, so pop over and see them. You've really got to go and see them. So anyway, I chose to start off with set B, which is, oh, Davina, what's wrong with your blooming words today? Set P, sorry, which is the sewing one. And I also got set I, which is the butterfly, the little girl, the house, and the cake. And in these, you do get all 4 charts and everything. So, you know what I mean? You know, you do get a lot, really, for what you thingy. Now, hold on a second again. Sorry. Right then, okay. Now, I always have questions about about starting cross stitch. Okay, do you have to get all this stuff and everything else? No, you don't. You know, obviously, it's a bit of cloth, needles, which you do need special needles, which I'll talk about in a moment, and threads and a chart, basically. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, out there now these days, we're so lucky in the cross stitch world, and also I'm so looking forward to all the new releases that are coming out in Nashville next month. I'm watching all the YouTubes. The hands-on designs ones are absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So yeah, you know what I mean, there's charts out there. But if you're just starting out, because you know, as you know, I'm a great believer in, you know, don't spend all this money because you don't know if you're going to like the craft. You don't know if you're going to like the craft. Go to charity shops. You know, I'm lucky. I have got a drawer full of cloth that have been gifted to me, or I have found it in charity shops. You know, it's out there. It is out there. So, but this time I have actually purchased 2 charts, which you don't have to do. If you actually Google on or your search engine that you use, you know, free cross stitch patterns. Hands-on Designs have them. Teresa Kogan have them. All the big guns over in America have their free patterns out there. Laurie Holt has even got free patterns. You know, if you go over to the Fat Quarter shop, you'll see there is a free section where she has free cross stitch patterns there for you to download. So you can get free patterns, okay? So that's a start. Your cloth, you can pick up in charity shops or thrift shops or whatever. You know, it is out there, okay? Now, my lovely friend Mishka, as you know, for Christmas, brought me this amazing box of threads. Yeah, it's not a named thread, but it doesn't bother me, yeah? You know, if I was to choose between the DMC and Anchor, I've always been a DMC girl. I always have. I've got DMC there in my drawer. You know, that is just the way I roll, because that's the way that when I started in Canada in the 90s, when I started cross stitching, I automatically just went for DMC for some reason. Don't ask me why. But there's nothing wrong with these. Absolutely nothing at all wrong with these. Now, I know that she got these because she told me from Home Bargains. Now, I don't want any of you, so please don't do it. Tell me how much they were down in the description box, because these were a gift. I don't want to know the price, okay? But all I can say is that you can get this box, and it comes with the box. It comes with all the bobbins and everything for you to do, okay? So I don't know how many there is in there, actually. But there's a lot. I've got to be over 50. There's lots in there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get my Linda cloth out. I ain't going to do it today, but I am going to record it. I'm going to get my Linda cloth out, and I'm going to start stitching these, because I got a massive big piece and a small piece, didn't I? Smaller piece. And I'm going to start stitching these, and I am going to use all the cards that I get from now on with these are going to be done with this, okay? Now, I have purchased, but you don't have to, okay, that's all I'm saying. I don't know if I've got one over there in my drawer. I have. Oh, gosh, sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, gosh, you're making me exercise today. Right, so these are years old. I don't even know if you can still get these at all in your local craft shop. I don't know. These are way behind with the new thread releases and stuff like that. But this is a DMC shade card, okay? Right, okay. Now, as I say, they used to do them free in your local haberdashery or your shop. I don't know if they still do that. I haven't got a clue. But anyway, they are handy. because as you know, not all of my patterns I have actually stuck with what's recommended on the chart. I will try and match the best I can, or just go something completely different. But anyway, but I'd say these used to be free. These used to be. Now you can buy a DMC, because most, if anything, I'd say all charts are either in the overdyed or DMC these days. And so you can buy a big shade card with all the actual thread wrapped around, but they're expensive, like 40 odd, 30 odd pound. And I thought, I ain't doing that. So I actually had a look online so I could update. If you can't get one of these for free, this is worth getting. This is the DMC shade card. Now the only difference is, if you look, they're not wrapped round threads. Do you know what I mean? If you know, these threads are just like yarn. They have dye lots anyway, so you know what I mean. So these are a lot bigger than these, so you can see it better. But this has got all of the brand new launched DMC threads. It's also got the what's it called, effects, yeah, the effects on here, the perlays, which I don't like, work with metallics. And it's also got, that's the effects, the variegated, and what else? I thought there was something else. What did it tell you? Right, cotton perlays, it's got moulin satin, that's it. And then yeah, now I thought this is absolutely amazing. So, and I actually brought this online from Marie's Cross Stitch. She is in Braintree. She's an online shop, so she's literally not far from me, really. But yeah, it's Marie's Cross Stitch. She had hers on sale, so hers actually was the cheapest I could find. I ordered it, then one day it arrived the next. Her postage is brilliant. I've been buying for Marie for years, actually. And yeah, so I am well chuffed with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my Linda cloth, which I got from a charity shop. I'm going to do my two patterns and obviously expand, but you could use free ones, okay? I'm going to use a thread, which is from Home Bargains, and all I'm going to do is look at this picture, see which ones that she recommends, because she does do her DMC, which is there. So I can't show you that because that's the chart. Hang on, let's see what I can do here. Right, okay, right. So there's the DMCs there, okay, and I will look in here, see, you know, the actual colour larger, and then look in my box, and I'm going to do them all from this. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to start a craft. There is ways around it. Now, as I said, I was going to let you know about needles. There they are. Now, John James, amazing. Okay, you can't go wrong with a John James cross stitch needle. Yeah, I know. Last year I sport myself and I actually did get some of the Laurie Holt ones. And I must admit, I will say they are absolutely fantastic needles. And I got these from So Hot. I don't know if the Stitch with Dorset have the cross stitch needles. I don't know. But anyway, John James cross stitch needles, okay, or yeah, cross stitch needles. And I always use size 26, but you could use a 24 or a 26. With the actual needle of any description, really, the higher the number, the smaller the needle, okay? So a 26 is smaller than a 24. I know, I don't know who comes up with these things, but hey ho. Okay then, right, so yeah, just a cross stitch needle. And so there, these are the Laurie Holt ones, and they are amazing. They really are. I love them to bits. Okay then, right, so, but you can get John James needles anywhere, can't you? So just ask for cross stitch needles, either a 24 or a 26. I prefer the 26. So this is what I'm saying, okay? We are going to do this, okay? I am going to have a whole video of how I choose my threads from here, from the pattern to the conversion to here, and then start in one of those charts. I just love the colours in this box. It's just amazing. Mishka, you're a star, darling. You really, really are. Absolutely brilliant. So I can't wait to get started on this. I really, really can't. So yeah, so I think that's enough of cross stitch. So if you can't get one of these, there is a conversion. You can also get it online, but obviously you're looking through a screen. But as I say, these used to be free in your craft shops, but I don't know if they are now, unfortunately. I don't know. So yeah. Right then, okay then. So that's that. That was a bit of a long-winded one, wasn't it? Right then, okay, so let's hop right into what went in the shop on Friday, and then I will give you a little tour of what I have done over there, because I've done something completely different. I actually rearranged my drawers to and the shelving, so I've now got 3 drawers of my cross stitch, so I'll show you all that. Okay then, right, so yarn cozies. I love making these yarn cozies. Right then, so these at the moment they are in the shop, but you know what I mean, as I say, you just don't know, do you? Okay then, so this is the 2-in-1, and this is a rainbow. All my yarn cozies are fully lined. This will hold a 100-gram commercial, or you fold it over, and it also holds a 100-gram yarn cake for your endy dies, saying they're all lined. So that's the rainbow. Okay, in that same one is the 50-gram. It's a pair. You get a pair of these ones, and yet again all fully lined, and these will hold obviously a 50-gram cake for your sock knitting, or you know, something like that. And then I had enough to make some little minis for your put it that way, for your these are actually for 20-gram minis, like for your heel toes and cuffs, or for your colour work or something like that. Okay then, right, so that was the rainbows. Also we have lovely pink unicorn, yet again a 2-in-1, like so. There is a few numbers of these. A pair of the 50s, and the 20-gram mini. Now this next one is my favourite. I will say, I try not to have favourites, but I did on this one. And oh, I love the original film. I haven't yet managed to watch the new one yet, so I'm hoping to. And this is the Land of Oz. Look at that. There is little I can't believe that. I remember the dog Toto. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is scary. Dorothy. Oh my Gordon Bennett. Right, so there's Dorothy. There's the lovely fairy. And there's the one with the green face. There's the scarecrow. He is so much fun. There is there's the Emerald Castle, and there also is the lion, and there is the Tin Man. He is obviously, you see more of some on what you know, because of the way I cut the fabric. And yet again, it is all lined. So that is, there's loads of these. Actually, there was originally 10 of these, but wow, oh, I just love them. And I did keep one of them. And then also there is the 50s. I can't believe I forgot Dorothy's name. I can't believe that. That is just wrong. So yeah, okay, and there's the Look at those. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And the poppies for the poppy field. So yeah, it's all on there, okay, and there is some of the 50s, and that is, I used up all the fabric on those. I didn't get any minis out of those ones. But yeah, so they are in the shop as we speak, but I can't say how much is going to be left or how many is there in there. But oh my gosh, that Land of Oz ones, I just couldn't resist it at all. Okay then, right, so I think that is it for today. So I am now going to take you around and just show you what I have done with my room. And so I will say goodbye to you now, and then I'll leave you with that at the end. And I've gone red. Yeah, I know. Ooh. Okay then, right, so I will be back on Wednesday with What Have You Been Up To Wednesday, and I will see you on the following Monday as well. So please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye. Right then, okay, so as you see now on my chest of drawers, I don't have all my, like my sewing machine. I had my Singer up there, didn't I? And all my little crochet bits and toys and stuff like that, which have all been scattered around in the room anyway. So now I have got, I know it's a small, I know it's really small, but I have a Laurie Holt section. I've got my books, my blocking board, my folder there with one of the patterns in, her little blocking pins. Oh, I just love her stuff. So in this drawer here is stock for the shop. In this drawer here is cloth. No, it's not. Patterns, finished items, and my hoops. These three here are for packing for the shop. And then this one here is the cloth. See, this is the Linda cloth I'm going to be using, what I was just talking about. And then down here is some of my project bags and my threads and my thread chart. Okay, so now I've actually used that top shelf, which I weren't using for my dressmaking patterns, because I did used to dressmake, but I just haven't got the time, unfortunately, now. So there's my sock yarns, there's all my other yarns, this is my acrylics and all stuff like that. And then over here in those two bags, which is probably better for it anyway, is all the all the indie dyed sock yarn. And that's what I've done, and I've popped some, I don't know if you can see that up there. No, not really. I've popped some bits on that, so I've used the top shelf now. So I am really, really happy with the way that's turned out. So I was actually originally going to buy some plastic drawers just for the cross stitch stuff, and I thought, well, you know, I'm sure I can work my way around this one, as you do. So yeah, that is what I've done. I do still have my Singer machine. I will say I haven't got rid of that. That is sat down there. I've got my Janome over there, because I only use that really for the zigzag stitch, because my big machine does it. It's just a straight sewer. So my workbench is so much clearer now. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that is what I've done with my room. Okay then, I'll see you later.